In 1986, when First Lady Nancy Reagan coined the slogan, "Just Say No," as an advertising campaign in the war against the use of recreational drugs by children, this slogan was later expanded to include "Just Say No" to violence and any other vices that people might try. Patty has found the slogan useful in conquering challenges and obstacles faced in our daily lives by just saying yes.
Just say no. Say no to drugs. Say no to taxes. Say no to war. Say no to our political rhetoric. Just say no. It can mean the end of things. It can mean the end of something that we've done, something that we believe in. It can mean the end of a season, like the end of the fall. And it can leave us thinking about negative connotations. So this morning, ladies and gentlemen, I offer you just say yes. Just say yes. Curiously enough, just as Miss Nancy Reagan coined the phrase in California in 1986, the slogan, "Just Say Yes," was also coined by our liberal brothers and sisters in California to say yes to marijuana. So it just reminded me of all of those hippies and all of those peace-loving people that said back in the 60s, just say yes. So as I face the challenges of my life and the challenges that we all face in today's time, I got to thinking about just say no and turning it around to saying just say yes. Starting with October. October signals the end of the summer, the end of hot weather. Just say no to sweating. Just say no to trying to get on that bathing suit that you don't want to be seen in. Just say no to mold and mildew. Just say no to mosquitoes. Just say no to spiders. And say no to high electric bills. Say yes to being out in the open in fresh air. Say yes to conserving on electricity because now we can turn the air down. Say yes to warm, fuzzy weather. Say yes to autumn coming aboard with a change of season. Say yes to a change. And at the same time, say yes to looking forward to the end of the year that has probably been a hard year for all of us. Just saying no also connotates just say no to drugs. October happens to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And it got me to thinking about just say no to cancer and just say no to drugs. Did you know that Americans are one of the top spending nations in pharmaceuticals? And I mean legal drugs. We take drugs for headaches, we take drugs for waking up, for going to sleep, we take drugs to get moving. I say no to drugs. No to giving those drug companies the power over us. And yes to healthy lifestyles. Yes to eating right. Yes to not eating foods that have preservatives in it that makes us sick. Yes to going out and exercising. Yes to being more conscientious about what we put in our bodies and taking responsibility for our health. I say yes to empowering yourself and taking that time and taking the effort to say no to drugs and at the same time say no to cancer. I will not have cancer in my body. Just as a side note, I do not have cancer in my body. But this is my personal attitude, and it's one that I wanted to share with you. Take care of yourself. Saying no is also saying no to the concept fog, fear, obligation, and guilt. Saying no to being feared and feeling obligation to doing something that isn't right for you. Saying no when somebody wants to take advantage of you. Saying no to relationships that don't work. And saying yes to personal responsibility. Saying no can also mean you cannot work here anymore, as I experienced last year. But I took that no into saying yes. This is an opportunity for a new beginning, for a new career, and for new doors that could open. Lastly, say no to apathy and say yes to action. And who cannot be moved by the marvel resilience of the human spirit that the Chilean miners had, being trapped in that mine for 69 days? Had they said, no, we are not going to survive, no, we're not going to make it, they would have not stood the test of 69 days underground. Had the Chilean government said, no, we can't get them out, and taken the apathy of not taking action as quickly as they did, those miners would not have been rescued in the amount of time that they were. They said no to apathy and they said yes to action. And in it, we discover once again the power of saying yes. Yes, we can. Yes, we will. So just as saying no marks the ending of something, saying yes welcomes the beginning of something new. Something that has the potential to blossom, gives us hope, gives us meaning, and a positive attitude to the challenging times in our daily lives. So please take this day and say yes.